When I'm in the zone, I kind of feel like I lose all my senses, but at the same time I feel like another person kind of steps in to do the work. You know, I see it all finished and then I'm like, wow, I just made this. Nicky Costi. I'm a 20-year-old artist from Sydney, and I also go to the National Art School and major in photography. My style of art is a combination of both morbidity and innocence, and I feel that in some way I'm also subconsciously portraying life in that same respect. Like, I kind of break down what is real and what is idealized. I got into art from an early age. My dad is really great at drawing and he'd often encourage me to draw a lot. He'd buy me scrapbooks and texters and also those really big kits with the, coloured pencils and crayons and paints in it. And we'd have these nights where he'd just put down a VCR cover and, we'd have our scrapbooks side by side and we'd copy it and see who would draw it better. It wasn't until I found an artist called Alex Pardee on the back of the Used in Love and Death album that I sort of started merging my art with how I felt and giving my emotions a voice, because I find that it's really hard to communicate how I feel in words. Like, expressing myself visually is what I'm good at. So I read into Alex Pardee a bit and I found that he suffers from depression and he'd use his depression to really influence what he created. Like, he'd create these monsters that were metaphorical of, his darkest emotions, and I found that so fascinating. As someone who wants to be an illustrator as well as a children's book author and a filmmaker, my number one concern is always my target audience. So in this instance, it's going to be children, and what I really want to convey to them is just to explore creativity and kind of be like the people who have inspired me to be who I am today, people like Beatrix Potter and Tim Burton. I want to be that kind of, icon for them. Sydney's art scene also seems to be incorporating a lot more art that was previously excluded as being identified as gallery work, like especially for street artists and people like myself who work illustratively. There's like a lot more recognition these days in the gallery spaces for our work. But what's most intriguing to me is how people react to what I make. Like, I often get told by my viewers that they feel emotional and nostalgic with my work, which is really surreal because that's kind of how I want them to feel when they look at my work. I want to give the world something timeless and perhaps even iconic. Like, I want to be that one memorable aspect of someone's childhood that kind of influences them to pursue art later on in their life, the same way that people like Quentin Blake and Beatrix Potter and Roald Dahl did for me to get me to this point in my life. If I didn't make art, I'd be a completely different person to who I am today.
Yeah. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching that documentary on Nicky Costi here.
If you'd like to purchase my work, you can check out my store at www.society6/NickyCosti, where I sell prints and rugs, yeah, if you want to like sprawl across my work.
They're really comfortable.
Yeah, and there's also shower curtains, if you're interested. Shower curtains.
And iPhone cases for all you iPhone users. I know you are.
Yeah.
There's also like really cool prints like this professional pistol dog print.
Yeah.
And this awesome t-shirt. by the band With Confidence. Their EP is called Youth.
And I did a little doodle on the back of it. Yeah.